You won't. Come on. Tailcoat stood up and held her hand out to her friend. To the crowd, she said, "This is Selena Mathis, and she'd like to say a few words about Ruth. But she's nervous." The crowd encouraged her. "Speak from your heart, Selena." "We love you, Selena." Tailcoat led her friend to the dais and left her there. The woman, Selena, looked out at the crowd. She was gorgeous. Huge dark eyes. Curly black hair was piled on top of her head and secured with jeweled pins. She had great curves, too, the kind of curves a person shouldn't bring to a funeral, not in skin-tight pleather pants. Everything about her outfit said, "Look at me." Everything else about her posture said, "I'm going to pass out." "There are no mistakes when you speak from the heart," someone called out. "I remember," Selena began, her voice trembling, "when Ruth told me she named her clitoris Belinda." There were eulogy mistakes. This was one of them. "To Belinda," someone said. "I remember when Ruth decided to turn her backyard into a bird habitat," Selena went on. "All those finches." Her hands were shaking. Ruth was so many things. She looked at her notes. She was a gardener, a mentor, a businesswoman. She taught people that nudism isn't about sex. It's about accepting the sunlight. And she was like a mother to me. Selena wiped her eyes, making smeared mascara look stylish. It seemed like a good place to end the speech. Selena clearly wanted to be anywhere else. But she went on. And on. And on. Ruth's theories on pruning wisteria. Teacups. Tampons versus the cup. Cade felt like Selena kept looking at her with a help-me expression. Cade's mother believed in telepathy. Maybe it could work. "Stop now," Cade willed. "Amen. You're done." But the woman had started a eulogy with the deceased's clitoris, and telepathy didn't save her. Finally, Tailcoat rose, stopped Selena mid-sentence, gave her friend a hug, and said, "Let's go get drunk." The organist hit the first notes of Total Eclipse of the Heart. Cade's parents took their place at the front of the greeting line. Cade walked over to the urn. She wished there'd been a bit of solemnity, a moment of silence to gather her feelings. She looked at the urn wrapped in feathers. So small. "I know you're dead now. That was a little obvious. I'm sorry I wasn't the best niece." A man sidled up to her. "You're Roger Elgin's daughter," he whispered. "I know this isn't the time, but I admire your father's gallery so much. If you're in Portland, I'd love to show you some paintings. I'm at my aunt's funeral," Cade said. Yes, she worked 24/7, but come on. Networking in front of the urn? Cade turned away. "I'm sorry, Ruth. I couldn't leave the gallery. If I took a vacation, my parents, they'd turn it into a commune. I know, you think that'd be cool. I should have come for a weekend." A woman in a gold cape approached her. "Ms. Elgin?" she said in a way that would certainly lead to, "I'd like to show you my granddaughter's work." "I'm praying," Cade said. Not quite true, but whatever. "I wish you hadn't had cancer. I know you would have liked to be struck by lightning or exploded in a volcano. Go out big. Like an Elgin." She felt yet another person at her elbow and turned with a sigh. It was Selena, now wearing a purple fake fur coat, still clutching the piece of paper that was too small to contain her epically inappropriate eulogy. Before Cade could say, "What do you want?" Selena said, "Do you mind if I stand over there?" She pointed to a place about 10 feet away. "I want to talk to her, but I don't want to bother you." That was sweet. "You can stand here." Cade indicated a place beside her. Prime urn-talking real estate. "You sure?" Selena stepped forward, pressing the piece of paper between her hands and raising them to her chest in prayer. "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death."